Hello, super quick video. If you've got a Hewlett-Packard Spectre laptop, quite a nice little laptop, but probably about now the battery's starting to have a bit of a wobble. So this is basically how you swap the battery out. So what I didn't want to do was make a video where you watch loads of sort of screws being undone, because people always skip that bit anyway. So this is the cover off. Mainly, I did this first, show you this first, because the battery is a KB06XL, HP part number 902401-2C1. So if you're looking to get one, I'll just hold it up and hopefully you can catch a glimpse of the actual thing I've just read out. So that should obviously help you get the right part. So let's look at how you actually get the back cover off next. Right, so this is the actual back plate. Now there's a couple of things in shot. There's a toolkit here, which is a Weira one. I'm not sponsored by Weira, but I do use their tools and I do like them, so I'm quite happy to, you know, shout about them. And if you're looking to get a screwdriver set, get one of these. The first thing you notice is that the screws that you can see, which you very much should undo, are that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, and they are Torx. And to help you, you need a TX5. So it's a TX5 screwdriver head, and they will unscrew. And then you get your pry tool. Don't use a knife because it will scratch and damage the aluminium, because that's, you know, that's aluminium. So you get a pry tool and gently lever up the rear feet. They're stuck on with that Tessa double-sided tape, so you can just sort of tease them off. And then underneath there, you'll find another two screws, one there and one there, and those screws have got a standard sort of cross head, Phillips head. So take those screws out as well. And when you've done that, I mean, this is an iFixit magnetic project mat. Again, I'm not sponsored by iFixit, but it's the one that I use. And well, it's a magnetic mat, so not really much to say. So they're laid out, and they're laid out from the holes they came out of, so that they go back in the same holes. And you notice is that there's 1, 2, 3 different sorts of screws. Those are the ones that are hidden underneath. That's the one that's hidden underneath the little feet. These are the two ones at the back, which are still Torx, but they're longer, and then the other screws are just these little ones here. So having a magnetic mat like that is actually kind of cool, because you don't lose the screws and they go back in the same hole they came out of, which is, you know, it just makes life easier, doesn't it? Now, for this back plate, there is something I very much want to show you. So I'm just going to move these things out of the way, just so there's no distractions. So we'll just chuck these over here. And that's when I flip it over. What you notice is that the front feet are very much attached. So don't try and remove those. It's only the two rear ones you have to take off. But if you look along that bottom edge, I'm trying to get the light so it catches it. If you look along that bottom edge, you can see there's actually a plastic strip that they've stuck on. And that plastic strip has 1, 2, 3, 4 clips. So that even though you've undone all the screws, there is actually a little bit of retention from those clips holding it on. And that works in conjunction with what's on the back edge, the rear edge of the back plate, and that's these little plastic things here. If I get my nail, I can shove my nail underneath and you can see that there's a little thing that sticks out. Now I'll just slide over the laptop, and what you can see from that, it's the best orientation, probably spin it around like this. So I put it on a manky old tea towel because it's scratching around on top of the desk. So there's little clips there. So what happens is they go in at an angle and just slot underneath that back edge, and then the front gets pushed down and it clips in. That's what will catch you out, because you've undone all the screws and you'll start trying to pry it up and it won't budge because of these at the top there, at the front edge. So now you know about those, that should make life a bit easier because you know what to expect. So just to illustrate what a horrible experience it is getting this, and quite worrying, because, you know, this is a pricey bit of kit, quite a worrying experience it is getting this back panel off. I'm going to, I put it back on, and I'm going to show you what how I did it, which is not particularly elegant, but it seems to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from this back edge here, and I'm going to get a pry tool. This is like these are actually from iFixit. I'm not saying buy theirs, but just I bought a pack and they're the ones I use. So as I flick that up, can you see that bottom bit comes up? And as that comes up, I'm just going to shove another one underneath like that. And I'm just going to work my way to the front, and you can see how it pops up like that. And now it's there. Bit of a hesitation there. I'm just going to shove that in there to stop it closing like that. So that's another collection of pry tools. So they will, I mean, I'm obviously a bit cautious about that because it's metal. Because the fact, these are great because they're plastic, so they deform, not the metal that you're poking. So putting metal in is always makes me nervous. So I'm going to do the other hinge now. So I'm starting at that hinge, and I'll just insert it, and you can hear it go pop. And I'm going to put another one on that edge there, and that goes pop as well. And then I'm just going to work my way along. And when it gets to a certain point, I'm going to shove in one of these tools to stop it closing. So I've gone around that edge. Now this bit's going to be a bit, well, it's going to be a little bit scary. So I'm just going to spin it back round again. Because remember, the bit that's a problem are those catches along that front edge. So I'm going to get my hands in here, and I'm going to pry up the back of it. So I'm going to shove that right in there, and then I'm going to shove my fingers in there, and I'm going to try and unhook the back. It's not going to be particularly elegant, but it should work. It's always a bit, and you can tell this is a pretty stressful experience because of the likelihood of destroying it. So that's got that up at the front, and I'm just going to shove that along there, and we'll see if we can get this bit up as well, like that. Get that popped up, so that's up. Now I should be able to get that back off now just by pushing it. What I did was I pulled up in the middle, and that sort of bends it up like that, so that these back bits unhook. Can you visualize that? So if you put your fingers roughly where the screw holes are, get yourself in there and just lift it up, the back will bend like that, which means that front bit comes unhooked. So now what I can do is I can grab the actual rear plate, and it's those front ones that I'm after now. So I just basically wriggle and tease them, because they clip in down there. I'll lift that up so you can see it. That's where they clip in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So once you've lifted up the front, well, lifted up the bit in the middle so that the front stays where it is, because that's clipped in. Lift up the bit in the middle so the back comes unhinged and clipped from that edge, and it lifts out. You can then wriggle it, and get these individual things here to pop. It's not great, is it? But I did search on the internet for a video about how to do it, and there wasn't one. And that's kind of what I do. I'll go, oh, I have a problem. I'll Google it, I'll look at a video, and if there isn't one, and it's the problem that I'm trying to solve, I'll think, oh, okay. So then I make one. So hopefully if you've got one of these laptops, now this actual model, I'll read it off the thing. It's a where is it? RMN TPNQ179. Oh, that's the regulatory thing, isn't it? I think the actual model isn't on here. Oh yes, there it is. Product ID. I wish I mean, it's not. They make it so blooming small, don't they? Product ID is Z6K97EA#ABU. Oh, I don't know. You won't be able to see that because the camera's. You just won't be able to see it. So again, I don't really have high production values. So if you ignore the production values and the fact that I sort of fluff about and try and do things in one take, then just concentrate on the facts. That's the battery you need. It's part number 902401-2C1. You undo the screws using a torque screwdriver. You get the right, I mentioned which one it is, and then to get it off you have to unclip the little poppers around the side and then bend it slightly in the middle to unhook the back, and then lift it up slightly and then wriggle it, and that pops the front bits, and then it comes off. And then to do the battery itself, well, which is probably hopefully why you're watching this video, to do the battery itself, if you look at it, it's kind of helpful because it tells you where the screws are. It's got a little arrow there which isn't quite in the right place. There's a screw there, there's one there, there's one there again, and then there's two there and there. And if you undo those and then just use your nail or a blade or something, you know, just to tease out that battery thing there, that will disconnect the battery, and then all you do is, you know, put it in, pop it, and it's in that in reverse. So the actual, I'm not going to do that in the video because you're going to skip it anyway, aren't you? So if you found this helpful, then liking and subscribing is always appreciated. And if you think I need a coffee because I've saved you destroying your laptop, then there's a Ko-fi link as well. But if you've got any comments, don't hesitate. They are held for review, not because anything's censored, but just because then I know that someone's made a comment, and I tend to. I have replied to nearly all the comments. I try and reply to as many as I can, if you know, if a reply is appropriate. So feel free to leave a comment, and as ever, thanks for watching.